Hey, what is going on, everybody? My name is Majorous, and welcome back to another video. I got my mom once again. I haven't did a video with you since January. I'm bored, I have nothing to do, and my mom's been dying to do another video with me, so I found a good topic for you this time. We are going to be reacting to a video that I found called 10 Signs That a Girl Really Likes You. You're here to also confirm or deny these accusations and to see if they're true or not, obviously, since you're a woman and you can know if this stuff is true or not, and if it works, basically kind of guide me around, because she has a particular idea for the ideal woman for me. So she wants to see if this stuff goes along, man, to see if I'm going down the right path and meeting the right people. Anyway, let's get this started. You ready?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Number 1, the touch barrier. Physical touch is a great way to gauge another person's interest, but what if you've never touched this person before? Early on in the relationship, it may feel like there's an invisible wall between you. This is called the touch barrier. It's always nerve-wracking to break the touch barrier with someone you like. You don't know what they're expecting. You're searching for the perfect moment, and you want to break the touch barrier with a romantic gesture. But if a girl really likes you, she may break the touch barrier right from the beginning. Small bits of physical contact like a hug, a high five, or a punch on the arm can shatter the touch barrier to pieces. Once you've made contact, it's much easier to make contact again.
Okay, is that true?
That is correct. But this is I caution. Let her touch you first.
Okay.
Because if you touch her first, we all know.
Oh, okay.
So the thing I'm glad they pointed out in this video is that they said just because she touched you don't mean it's always romantic. So don't assume because someone touch you that it's romance or anything like that.
It could just be friendly.
Yeah. So
right.
that part's true.
Okay.
If a girl makes physical contact in public, she's not just comfortable touching you, she's also happy that other people can see the two of you together.
That's correct.
And that's a big step. Number 2, taking initiative. Traditionally, guys make the first move. He asks her on a date. He leans in for the first kiss. But when a girl really likes you, she won't be afraid to take the initiative. A girl may take a passive approach because she's unsure whether she really likes the guy she's dating. She sits back and she waits. Why? Well, because she wants to see proof that he's invested in her. But if a girl really likes you, she'll take the initiative. She'll make physical contact with you. She'll make plans with you. She'll put herself out there because she wants to make sure her feelings are getting across.
Is that true?
That is true. Normally when someone likes you, you can tell. If someone's constantly putting you off, I'm going to tell anybody, like, look, if they're not making you a priority, don't make them a priority. So if she's making the initiative, like want to, go places, do things, and like they said when they were on the subway or bus, when she put her arm around you and stuff, she want other people to know, like, okay, I'm with him. But like I said, you're better off probably not touching her first.
Okay.
Now, if she do that to you, then okay, you can hold her hand and all that other stuff. So yeah,
okay. That's
correct.
Number 3, embarrassing secrets. Is she vulnerable around you? Does she tell you about her dorky hobbies? If a girl tells you her embarrassing secrets, then you're doing something right. She's only vulnerable because she's comfortable around you. She feels like she can be herself, so her walls come crumbling down. Don't undervalue those small moments of vulnerability. Vulnerability shows trust, closeness, and personal investment. So even if her secrets are funny or dumb, she's only telling you those secrets because she cares about you.
That sounds true.
That's also correct, but to be honest with you, women will tell secrets to anybody. Typically, if she's trusting you with like something real secretive, like if she was touched on as a kid or something like that, those are secrets that people normally don't tell anybody. So if she trusts you with something like that,
if she tells you something like that,
then it's a good possibility that not that she likes you, but that she trusts you.
Yeah, okay.
When she trusts you, then she'll start to like you. So that's true.
That makes sense.
Number 4, when time flies. Does time fly when you're together? Imagine you're on a date with a girl that you really like. You thought the date was going to last an hour, maybe 2, but here you are 6 hours later, and you're both still having a great time. She might say something like, "Has it really been 6 hours? I didn't even notice." Comments like these demonstrate chemistry and comfort. Neither of you notice the hours are flying by because you're both enjoying each other's company. Just think about the alternative. When you're spending time with someone who irritates you, every minute feels painfully long. You're always looking for an excuse to leave and set yourself free. But she's not trying to leave. In fact, she's excited to keep spending time with you even after 6 hours together. So if the two of you can easily waste an afternoon, there's a good chance that her feelings are as strong as yours.
True. One thing I know about women, they don't like you, you annoy them, or you bother them,
they'll tell you.
Some will tell you, some will just ignore you. They'll ghost you. They won't respond to you. They'll be counting the minutes like, okay, I can't wait to be done with this date. I just want to get rid of this person.
Yeah.
But mainly if someone enjoys being around you, they don't necessarily have to be like a woman, but friendships, relatives, typically people that enjoy being around you, they're not looking at the time. You know what I mean? Or they will make time so they have a lot of time with you. So yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Number 5, prolonged eye contact. Eye contact is one of the most telling pieces of body language. It shows emotions like attraction, disinterest, nervousness, and dozens more, but you have to know what to look for. Your eyes might meet every once in a while before you frantically look away, but when a girl's in love, she makes a different kind of eye contact. When your eyes meet, she doesn't look away. She doesn't get nervous and turn her head the other direction. Instead, she stares into your eyes and you stare right back. You might feel butterflies in your stomach or heat rushing up to your cheeks, and chances are she's feeling the same thing.
Is that true?
That's partly true. Sometimes when someone really likes you, they may not look at you at all because they may be waiting for you to come over to talk to them, or they don't want to make you feel like they're weird or, they're creeping you out. So a lot of times with women won't look, but here's the thing. They may not look, but they will always listen. This is what they'll do. They'll like you and they'll be like this. They're listening to everything you were saying to somebody, and they're actually watching you, but not watching you. Like if you get up and walk over there, they know you went over there.
Yeah.
But they're like this. So just because someone is not looking at you, they are paying attention. So that's partially true, yes.
Okay.
Number 6, lack of hesitation. Imagine there's a girl you like and you want to ask her out. You build up the courage to ask her if she's busy this weekend, and she immediately tells you she's free. She responded so quickly that you're kind of caught off guard. So what does it mean when a girl responds right away? When a girl is unsure about her feelings, she may hesitate. She might take a few hours to think about how she feels. And even if she says yes, you can learn a lot from the way she pauses and waits. But if a girl really likes you, she'll jump at the opportunity. She's probably been waiting for you to ask her, and now that you have, she's excited to spend time with you. But what if she says no? What if she's busy? She won't always be free. Sometimes she'll say no, but even if she says no, there could be a silver lining. If she does say no, pay attention to what she says next. A girl who really likes you will immediately try to reschedule. She might say, I can't go anywhere today, but what about tomorrow? Rescheduling shows enthusiasm and effort, both of which bode well for your future connection. So listen carefully when you make your move. If she answers right away, this girl might really like you.
Is that true?
I would say that's about 80% true. The thing we have to realize is that the world we live in today, a lot of times women will give mixed signals, and sometimes those mixed signals will confuse somebody. Most of the time, if someone's interested, they will jump at the opportunity. But then there's some women or some girls that they've been taught that, kind of make him chase. So they'll be like, no, because they want you to say, well, another day? No. Oh, another day? No. People do that. They really do. But one of the things that it pointed out is that she will reschedule. I can't do it today, but I'm free this weekend. I'm going to say try one more time. If she don't show any interest, move on.
Okay. Well,
and let me say this. A lot of times once you move on, then she'll be interested.
Probably one of the most truthful things you said.
Once you move on, then all of a sudden they'll start hitting you up. So
right. They won't like you when you're
that's
single,
true.
But they'll love you when you're taken.
That's true. And there's studies that have been done that show women are more attracted to men who are in committed relationships and married. They will really go after married men because you're showing a sign of commitment. Now, once that man gives her the attention, she no longer wants to deal with him. And if anybody wants to question him on that, I got the study for it. Multiple studies for it.
That's actually funny. They'll like you more if you're committed to somebody else.
When they see you showing somebody else the love they want, yeah.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
Number 7. Intimate proximity. All right, let's say you're getting dinner with a group of friends. You all sit down at the table and she sits right next to you. Later that night, you sit down to watch a movie and you take a seat on the couch, and once again, she sits right at your side. Is she trying to send you a message? Proximity is one way we differentiate who we like from who we don't. You close the physical space between you and the people you care about. Now, of course, proximity isn't always intentional. Let's say she sits next to you at dinner, then during the movie she sits on the other side of the room. If this happens, the first time was likely a coincidence. However, if she's sitting near you again and again, it's not an accident. She's making an effort to close the space between you and strengthen your connection.
That's true. That's really true. People that like being around you, they're going to be around you. If someone wants to be close to you, they're going to find any opportunity to be close to you. Now, sometimes men tend to be more direct. They'll sit right here, but women will like sit 2 seats away. You know what I mean? But I'm glad they pointed out the fact that just because someone sits next to you the first time, it's just coincidental, because sometimes that does happen a lot. Okay. But if they make an effort to always sit next to you, sit close to you, you go outside on your skateboard, next thing you know, you see them or they playing basketball and they looking, people always try to put themselves close to people that they like. So that's true.
Okay.
Number 8. The whole picture. There are many pieces of ambiguous body language. On their own, these subtle cues can be confusing and contradictory. But if you pay attention to the whole picture, you might discover how she really feels about you. What if she's always leaning towards you, and every once in a while she plays with her hair or she fidgets with her clothes? Now, in combination, small pieces of body language communicate a powerful message. You make her laugh and smile, she finds you charming and attractive, and she might even feel a little bit nervous around you. In other words, she likes you, but there's no single piece of body language that captures this complicated feeling. Instead, love is a blend of positive signals.
That's correct, and the thing I liked about this video that they point out is that they don't
just because this is something that doesn't mean hey, she's like, no, it's just a
they don't do that.
Okay.
When he says whole picture, you got to look at different things. Just because someone laughs at you, that just means you made a funny joke. Don't mean they like you, because I laugh at people all the time and don't like them. So you got to look at, laugh, and then they said leaning in, playing with their hair. So I would say get like 5 or 6, body language clues, and then you could kind of sort of put it together like, okay, I think this person might like me. But like I said, this day and age, you can't just say, oh, she likes me, because, we're in a different time and people are so quick to, say, hey, he was too forceful. So kind of be careful with that. But like they say, look at the big picture.
Look at everything.
Number 9, telling her friends. If she's excited about you, her friends have heard every tiny detail. She's told them about conversations you've had. She's described the moments you've shared, and chances are she's told them much more than she's told you. Why is that? Because many girls are afraid of jumping the gun. They don't want to make themselves too vulnerable, so they keep their feelings under wraps. They wait for you to express your feelings before they express their own. But her friends know the whole story, so take notice if she's told her friends about you. She might say, oh, my friend was asking about you, or I was telling my friend about our date the other day. Now, these may seem like passing comments, but they're signs of something bigger. If she's talking to her friends about you, you're not some random guy anymore. You're someone she's genuinely excited about.
That's 100% correct. If someone wants to hide you, they will hide you. So sometimes they'll tell their friends about you, and then they'll go back and forth. Well, girl, he's this. Girl, he's tall. Well, so they'll kind of get their friends' input. Things are different now, but back in the day when I was in high school, we didn't really have, social media and cell phones and stuff like that. So what would end up happening is you would tell your friend you like somebody, and that friend would have a class with that particular guy, and after class y'all would meet and she would tell you every single thing that guy did in class. So your friend was like your social media. Women tell their friends, and then their friend will be on the lookout for that guy, like, oh, you know, he's over there, like, you know.
Yeah, okay.
So that's true.
All right, that sounds true, because like you said, you wouldn't even waste your time telling somebody about another person you don't even like.
Yeah.
Number 10, one-on-one. Do you spend time alone together? When you make plans with her, does she bring other people? If she doesn't have strong feelings for you, one-on-one scenarios can be awkward and confusing. Even though she wants to be friends with you, she doesn't want to progress things further. She doesn't want to send mixed messages, so she invites other people everywhere you go. By inviting other people, she's trying to create a social cushion between you and her, keeping your relationship in the friend zone. On the other hand, if she does like you, she'll lean into those one-on-one scenarios. She wants to strengthen your connection, so she removes any social cushions that are standing in her way. To put it plainly, when a girl really likes you, she'll be excited to spend time one-on-one.
That makes sense.
That's kind of sort of true. This day and age, people are crazy. They just are. So when you just meet somebody and you go on a date with them, sometimes people will take somebody else with them just to kind of gauge and see, okay, is this man crazy? Is, you know, if the first time she takes somebody with her or the second time she takes somebody with her, more than likely she's just trying to gauge the situation. But if she, after that, then she's alone, and then she's alone after that, then it's a good chance that she, you know, she likes you.
So that was actually pretty interesting to look at, because I've been wanting to do another video with you, but I've been also trying to find something to do it on. I'm glad I found that. So I wanted to obviously get your opinions and your feelings out about the type of girl that you think I should be around.
I think you should be around someone who loves herself first. Because if you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody else. You can't give away what you don't have. So if you don't have love, you don't know what it's like to be loved, you can't love somebody else. So if you got someone with low self-esteem, chances are that person will probably mess around on you because they're looking for their esteem in other people. So get somebody that loves themselves first, get somebody that respects themselves, get somebody that has boundaries. If someone don't have boundaries, that's a recipe for disaster. If a woman says, don't call me after 9 o'clock, that's probably the woman you want to be with, because she's creating a boundary. She's trying to get you to respect her.
Okay.
I told you before, don't be around a loudmouth. Loudmouth people will create
they create situations where
get attention,
where you fight for them, basically.
And then they want you, then you know, something pops off, and then they go send you, like, go over there and beat that guy up.
Yeah.
And that guy may be bigger and stronger than you. Next thing you know, you laid out, and she called an ambulance because she, you know, wanted you to prove. Women like that, stay away from.
Okay.
You know, you can normally tell when someone's raised right. They're not selfish. Someone that's doing for you as you're doing for them. Mm-hmm. Someone who has ambition, someone who has goals, someone who wants to do something. Sometimes, I know with me particularly, when people love people, they want to protect them from other people taking advantage of them.
Yeah.
So if she sees someone taking advantage of you, she's going to say, you know what, I wouldn't do that. Or, you know, I wouldn't give that person that money. Or you see that guy around the corner, she's going to try to protect you. Now, as a man or a guy, you're going to be looking like, she's in my business. She's trying to tell me what to do. That's not true. Women want to protect the people that they love and care about. So even with moms, kids say, you're always telling me what to do. It's because they're protecting you. Mm-hmm. And so that's the number one thing.
I tell you now and again, like, now that I'm graduated and out of the house, stuff has changed, especially socially. Like, people from school who I didn't exist to before, I exist to them now. Now that we're all graduated, everybody wants to go back, but we can't. I've been noticing a lot of people from school looking at the YouTube, which is great. So I'm starting to now, like, attract all these other people. And I also see it when I'm out of the house every once in a while, that I'm actually beginning to become attractive to girls. And I actually didn't see it before. You probably know this. I had low self-esteem when I was in middle school, and going into high school, I still kind of had that low self-esteem. I had insecurities. I had low self-esteem. I had all that, and then that all ended like recently, like junior year. Because when I walked in junior year, new clothes. I changed my hair. That was the first year I started going to school with braids, and no longer was I having curls in my hair or whatever. That was when I started. That was when I started braids, and then it went into dreads like now. So junior year was when I really started to break out of the shell, and it really worked. I made a lot more friends. Classes were more fun. Like even classes that were boring, I was actually hyped to go into them because I knew I was I knew I was about to make everybody laugh and tell all the jokes, and people would actually be excited when I walk in the room. Sometimes I'd walk in there late and then it would be all quiet but then everybody know when I walk in, it's like, oh, all right, today gonna
Trust
be a good.
me, people, they pretend, but they always notice you. It's human for us to notice. We gauge our environment. Whenever we go out, we want to know who's where just in case something happens. So people are always looking. Like I said, the phone is the best distraction because somebody be looking at you, but be looking at their phone.
Yeah.
Because like if I go make an Amazon return, I've literally seen people on their phone, but as I move up, they move up. Well, they looking directly at me? No. But they can tell where I am.
You can see like in your peripherals. They keep you in your peripherals.
So it's not. So they do that. So they're not.
Uh-huh.
You know. So they always looking at you, and years later they'll come back and be like, "Hey, I remember." You know, because when you're in school, you're in a structured environment, and it's mainly about popularity because people are socialized. You see TV shows where high school is it. There's so much focus on high school, and then when people get out of high school, they're no longer in that structured environment. They're out in the real world. Now they start looking for connections. Like, okay, who can I connect? Because everybody's scattered.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But tell them about that story. I don't know if you remember when you had that sponge with the little holes in it. And you
what?
You was curling your hair and you couldn't find it one morning.
What? I couldn't.
You couldn't. You was trying to curl your hair to go to school with that little sponge. And you couldn't find it. And you got mad. And you was like, "No, I'm not going to school like this. I'm not going to school."
I think I
was opening the drawer. Like,
was I in the?
I was trying to find it.
Was I in the 8th? When?
Yeah,
what grade?
I think it was the 8th grade. You were trying to find that sponge.
I think I remember one day. I do remember one day of 8th grade. I had like a flat top, and it was
couldn't find that sponge anywhere.
Because I would always pick my hair before curling it, and I did it every morning. So I remember like picking my hair and then putting like curl spray in my hair. And then sponging. So I basically, I think I remember that day. I just had to go to school with a picked flat.
Yeah. He was getting mad. Like asking me where that sponge. I don't know where that sponge is.
With a picked out flat top, I was like, oh my god, I didn't want to go to school. Yeah, I remember that. And I remember the summer after I got out of sophomore year, going into junior year. It was like within July, and then my hair got long. Like, I didn't know how long my hair was at the time. And then I don't know if it was you or Nan or Dad who told me, who were like, yeah, your hair is long. You can't do curls no more. You're going to have to start braiding. You're going to have to start braiding. I was like, oh, snap. I done moved on up. Take me there and drive.
Let me embarrass him real quick.
But he doesn't, I don't remember.
You was asleep. But yeah,
wait, what picture was that? When was that?
When we was in the hotel room.
Where?
New York.
Oh, is that in the? Oh, that's in the hotel we were before we left.
Yeah. No, yeah.
That's a good. Wait, show that again. That's a good picture of me sleeping. I've never seen a. I've never seen. Yes, I've never seen a good looking picture. That is a I look like a baby. That's a cute picture of me. I don't care what nobody says. That's gonna be it for this video. Thank you again for joining on another expedition through the world of women. Cause I can't do this with Dad.
Yeah, you can.
It's different though. Like, you've obviously been here, done that, been through high school, out here in the real world, and not only that, but you're also studying with psychology, the very minds and thoughts and emotions and feelings of people, and you specialize in that field, so you know exactly what the game is.
One thing I want to say is, you guys, be yourself. I cannot stress that enough. A lot of y'all running around trying to do this and do that. Look, the sooner you learn to be yourself, the better off you'll be.
Yes, I
be yourself.
Yeah, I did. Again, like junior year when I broke in my security, that was when I started being me, and I realized just how much I let all these other kids control me, and I wasn't being me. I was trying to fit in with them and trying to be them, and then when I separated from that and did me, it worked out a lot. I made a lot more friends. I wasn't as nervous around people. I didn't even realize it at the time, but I talked to a lot of girls and had normalized conversations with them, and it got to points where sometimes they had even trusted me with some stuff that they had, or sometimes they even trusted me to help them with certain stuff. They want to be around me. I make them laugh. As you know, I'm a funny, optimistic dude. That's one thing you always have to have, especially in times like this. You gotta have optimism optimism. I will say, to stay optimistic, you need to close yourself off from certain things. One of them being like the news and politics and stuff like that, like a whole bunch of stuff happening in America or that's happening in other countries. I don't pay attention to that stuff because that stuff messes with you after a while. Me staying optimistic, I stay away from negativity.
You have to.
I stay away from negativity. Wherever you find negativity or negative energy, I'm not there. Yeah. I am gone.
Sometimes they may mean unfollowing certain people.
Yes.
They're always negative and stuff like that because, you know, I was following a certain celebrity whose name I won't mention, but they were always posting videos of people getting in motorcycle accidents, car accidents, dogs getting hit. And I'm like, why are you posting this? I had to unfollow because I don't want to see no dog get hit by no car.
That also includes people, any negative people, negative minded people, like people. One thing I definitely can't do, and I'm gonna say it bluntly, one thing I definitely can't do, people from school or really people my age, I can't do emo or goth. I can't do it. Like emo or goth or just, I can't do that. No. On a concluding note, I've told you this, women is not a priority for me.
And I tell him this all the time. You will never have a problem with women. They will always be there. As a matter of fact, there's a certain time in a woman's life, she'll start running after you. Once women go through life and they choose the wrong type of person and they make a couple of mistakes and things like that, and they realize their life wasn't what they thought it was going to be, automatically they start zeroing in on the good guy. And that's typically because you've told me numerous times, like they do.
Like girls in high school, they won't notice you, they'll act like you don't exist. I've been bullied since the first grade all the way to bullying.
You never really told us about.
Well, because I think because I don't know, it just put me in a bubble to the point where I didn't even want to talk to y'all about it. But I've been bullied all the way from the first grade all the way to probably junior year. Junior year is when I broke out of my shell, and even though I was still getting a little bit bullied, that was at the time when I stopped caring and I stopped letting it affect me. So to the point where even if I'm still being bullied now, I don't see it, don't care. That's 10 consecutive years of being bullied by the same kids. What's funny is that the kids that you want to go are the ones that stay. The ones
and your best friends get up and leave.
Yeah, and like, you know, people that you need, people that you like, they always gotta go somewhere or they gotta move.
One thing I told him, the universe will always find a way of leveling itself out. Those people that bully you and those people that talk bad about you, they cannot go through life forever bullying people. Only reason why I know, because I've seen it happen. People in high school who used to bully, make fun of people, terrorize them, they met they match. And my mom would always say, every dog got his day. That's true. Somebody gonna stand up to you one day. And next thing you know, you'll be hearing about them on the news. And I don't want to make it sound all tragic and stuff, but you can't go around doing everything to everybody, because you may bully 10 people. You're going to meet that 11th person and something going to happen. So it'll always find a way of, you know, balancing itself out. So if you are bullying, you might want to watch that. People today, they pull out guns on you. They really will.
Yeah,
they don't play.
I said this in the video I did with Rashad. A man who makes women his priority will fail at life.
The wrong woman will have you rethinking your entire birth.
It's that bad.
So yes, and typically men go after women, women go after men. You go after the wrong woman, she will have you rethinking your entire existence. So don't be so quick to just run, because you know, I see y'all on social media, everybody, follow her, she got this, she got. Wrong person to follow.
Yeah, I don't.
Wrong person to follow, I'm telling you.
I make sure I blend in with the right crowd. Like the people I talk to, I've been knowing for years. Tayshawn, Jaden, Rashad, they are from elementary. Probably over a decade that we've been friends, all of us. So I always try to stick with those people. I always try to stick with that crowd that's been loyal to me from day one. So those are the people I try to surround myself around, and it seems to be doing very good. Like every time I have a birthday, every time I have a celebration, they always come through. And every time they have one, like I went to Rashad's party last year, I might, if he's doing something again, let me know. If Rashad, if you're watching this, let me know. I'm trying to go to Urban Air again. That was pretty fun. We've been recording for over 40 minutes just talking, spitting facts. Other than that, we're gonna go. Anything else you want to say?
That's it.
All right. So then, you have a YouTube channel, don't you?
Yeah, Her Infinite Possibilities, but I haven't posted on there in a while because a lot of things have happened in my life recently that I need to focus on. So when, you know, I deal with that, and, you know,
You gotta chill out.
You
gotta take a break
gather
from certain
myself
stuff.
and take a break. Yeah, I'll definitely.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I will put your channel in the description. Do you want me to put your Instagram in the description as well?
Nah.
Other than that, we're gonna see y'all later. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys want me to bring another member of my family, I'm trying to do some videos with my dad, but he's always at work, and if he's not at work, he's always
I
asleep.
think he just pulled up.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, wow, amazing. All right, anyway, we're gonna see y'all in the next one.
Peace out.
Peace out.